welcome back to Gamers Remorse. Today we have a special treat for you. This game is called Unlocked. It is actually one of my games that I made that I'm going to be kickstarting shortly. The game comes with 3 decks of cards. There are the modifiers card, the keys cards, and the components cards. The objective of the game is to create keys based upon several different components. When placed together, they're able to form a key. In addition to the components, there are special cards. The special cards allow you to steal a card, add 5 points to a card, make the point value of a card 0, draw a card from the deck, or remove a key. The key components come in 4 different colors: silver, gold, copper, and dragonite, which is a red colored. When a key is made using all of one color card, their value doubles, denoted by the modifier card, the half that says double points. The other side of the modifier card is the +5 points, which when used is in conjunction with the add 5 points card. The add 5 points card is placed underneath the card to add 5 additional points. First player to 30 wins the game. Additional rules are you can only build 2 keys at one time. Keys must be built from the handle to the end of the key in sequential order. Players can only have 5 cards in their hand at a time. Handles may be discarded to draw up 3 additional cards. If a component is stolen from another player, the player must discard all of the components to the right of that key. If they steal the handle from another player, the entire contents of that key would now need to be discarded. Players can play as many cards on their turn, however, they can only gain 2 cards per turn. So if a player were to go down to 0 cards, it would take several turns to get back enough cards to continue building keys. Each time a key is built or destroyed, 2 cards replace it, thereby increasing the number of keys available for all players to build. With that said, shall we play?
Hello, I'm Patrick of the Pegasus. If you're looking to travel far and abroad on the finest airship of them all, I'm your man. I also like unlocking things, so I'm here to play Unlocked.
Hello, Governor. Looks like it's about top of the morning to ya. There's strange things about. There's an airship captain running around here somewhere. Don't you know? It's about time to unlock some stuff and stuff. Mate. Governor. Hello? Blimey, I'm tired. But we're going to unlock some things, aren't we? Bloody hell.
Alright. Play begins to the left of the dealer. First, we flip a card. The value is 16, which we do not use then. It needs to be 8 or less. Alright, so the value is now 2.
Drawing 2 cards. I discard 2 cards.
I can fly twice as high. Just take a look. I'm gonna play steal a card. I would love to save that, however, you know. Curses. That does me no good. So that's going away. 1, 2. Goliath online. Wait.
That's really
Old school.
weary. Alright, well,
Good game,
go
though.
ahead and do that.
I miss
Go
Goliath.
ahead and do that. Oops.
Oh, is he finishing it? Is he finishing it?
No, it might be a different keys working.
Do that.
I don't know.
And do that.
Oh,
Oh,
snap.
and he takes it.
Takes the deuce.
And 2 more keys will enter the gameplay.
2 more
Wow.
keys. A value 2 and a value 16.
Shall we?
Okay.
You're removing a key.
Yes. And
Removing
replacing it with
key.
2 more.
A value 8 and a value 2.
And the goggles are raised. I am going to... 5.
Draw 2 cards.
We noticed early playthroughs of this game that there are sometimes strategies that seem genius that end up being terrible. Such as, let's say you have a handful of key handles and you're like, I'm going to discard everything to build keys, and then you go the rest of the game not drawing key handles.
This is true.
Not saying that happened to me, I'm just saying it could happen to
I'm
somebody.
going to steal a card from Brian.
That makes 2 cards stolen from me, I am keeping count.
There will be retribution.
There will be a reckoning.
I am going to be drawing 3 cards, so you can discard a handle to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to start a key, then I'm going to mysteriously add something onto here.
Ooh, what is it?
It's really hard to say at this point.
I want to know.
I want to know what you're thinking.
I want to know what you're playing.
Alright, and then
Mr. Fancy Pants.
we'll do a Dragonite, whatever that is.
Oh snap, and he's going for it.
A Dragonite, whatever that
Clearly
is.
it's something good.
And that. So I get double value of whatever's on there.
Plus your special card.
It might be 0. I maybe zeroed it out for myself.
Oh, add 5.
So I get double the value of 2 plus 5. So I actually use 2 modifiers. So I double 2, and then I get plus 5 on top of that.
Boom.
I don't double the plus 5.
Yeah. Solid 9 points. It's a good turn.
Yeah. I'm going to kick myself for this, but I'm going to go ahead and start another one.
Better than wasting them, right?
Exactly. These are not the cards I'm looking for. What is our backstory? I feel like you're some sort of sky pirate.
I am a airship captain. I am a smuggler, but I am a privateer. So, you know, kind of a smuggler, but I'm working for the government against their enemies. But I only do that to enhance my smuggling career.
That's fair.
May I inquire who you are?
I have no idea. Time traveling and somehow I wound up here.
I mean, I'm assuming you're some form of locksmith based on your pendant.
Repentant?
Yeah.
Well then.
I am a top hat salesman.
How much does a good top hat go for these days?
30 quid. I'm not very good at it, so
Some pretty thick
just gonna-
clouds.
Whatever.
I totally almost hit an eagle.
Go ahead.
It was awesome.
I'm at 5.
It was awesome. Alright, I'm gonna
is
draw
it a
two.
steam eagle or?
Unfortunately, no. I haven't seen many steam eagles in these parts.
As opposed to a desert eagle?
I've heard
Deagle.
about those.
Da-da-da-da-da.
And
I
I'm
think
gonna
my
just-
watch is broken. It just doesn't move.
I could fix that, but
I've got a set of defibs.
Guess what, kids?
You just did it, didn't you?
Boom.
you went there. According to your watch, it's 10 after 10.
So I get another 2 points.
4.
Oh yeah, you're right. I totally have a double.
Dude, you're just leeching those modifiers
I am.
like something that leeches things.
And 2 replace that. And I need
16s.
to get rid
Wow.
of a card.
Go big or go home, right?
Yeah, so that's where we're at in the game.
What saddens me is I'm like just as close to finishing some of the
down
16s
to
as I am to
5,
the 8
so-
that I'm working on.
had an itch on the top of my head, and I tried to itch through the top hat. Does not work.
I would think a top hat salesman.
Oh, that doesn't.
I wouldn't be aware of this.
No.
You are incorrect.
I guess really you're probably so used to wearing top hats you don't realize you're wearing a hat.
Yeah, it's just a part of my head
Okay.
now.
I gotcha.
This
It's
guy-
like me in steamships. I forget that I'm in a steamship.
This is a public
An
declaration.
It's a steam airship. It's an airship that runs on steam.
Is it a dirigible?
It is a very
Dirigible?
rigid dirigible. Alright, so I'm gonna throw this down here.
I failed.
And I'm gonna do something from the discard pile, so I will look at the top 10 cards.
He's doing
1, 2,
something.
3.
Eye on what they look like. I mean, you're all the way over there.
I think I have. I mean, as a pilot of an airship, you get a pretty decent eye. All the time standing on the eagle's nest.
You do have nice eyes, yeah.
I get that a lot, actually.
No, I'm with you.
Unfortunately, I have an all-man crew, so it's kind of awkward.
It is. Yes. Mitch. All right, drawing 2. Woohoo!
Those are cursed muffins.
You know where that's headed.
Oh, snap. Game face on.
Game face.
Beast mode activate.
I measure everything in top hats. It's really my
You know?
metric.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
Do. You gotten a single handle this whole game yet?
Just my initial draw. My initial.
And I just built the value 8, possibly. Yep, I just got the value 8 one.
So this guy.
Yep.
And there you go.
No doubles. Steal a card. We're taking this.
Sure.
You know what? First off, my name's not Amelia Earhart. It's Patrick McManahan.
Fact.
And you're just jealous because I'm an awesome air pilot. And you have no redeemable skills outside of time traveling.
I like that your goggles are developing steam in the eye. You put the steam in steampunk.
This guy.
They are.
He's nervous. Do.
This. Move this over here. There. Put that there. If I get anything for pattern, no. Well, too bad, because I get this plus 5 points. Is there only one of those left?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're at 17 points. I'm at
Steal a card.
stupid math. No! You're a jerky jerk face.
We add a key.
Remember when I had 2 keys a second ago and I was one component from getting either of them? This is why you don't build keys out of one turn.
Yep.
Okay.
Sir Hat Salesman.
That's gonna take.
There's only one way to find out.
So I'm gonna go ahead. and
Hold
do
out. Hold out. Hold.
that. So there you go. 2 more points on the docket.
Told you to hold. What do we got? What do we got?
Your turn. Maybe needs to be modified.
Yeah, I'd say maybe like 1 per turn.
Yep.
No. I like that rule.
Or you can turn it in for only 2 cards because 3 seems to
Dragonite?
be.
Fun story, Dragonite was one of the key compounds used in my airship, the Pegasus. And that.
Boom!
Take that with double value.
Yep. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Jerk.
And I'm just going to discard the rest of these.
There you go. Brian's the winner. Splash the screen, man. Do whatever.
Hurrah!
So, review.
Yep.
What did you guys think?
I mean, I enjoyed it. It's a different mechanic than I can recall using in minigames. The idea that it's a puzzle, but it's not a puzzle game like some puzzle games, because you're each working against each other trying to solve a choice of puzzles. We have different options to go from. The different color mechanic I find quite interesting. The idea that if you get a unified color, you get bonus points, and so there's kind of that question of, do I finish one for 4 points? Do I wait for the next turn and finish it for 8 points? But what if Eric or Sean finishes it before I get those? So there is some of that internal turmoil of deciding when and what to play. I agree, there is a lot of that luck of the draw. Being able to discard a handle to draw can be quite overpowered, especially as we saw at the end game. But at the same time, you can't argue it's an unfair advantage because everyone has that same advantage. So it entirely comes down to the luck of who gets those draws. And so, but then going through the rubric I have, as far as score-wise, visual design, I really enjoyed it. There were some cards that are harder to read than others. I think I'd give that a 1. Again, we're tallying it up to 10. Skill, luck, between 0 and 2, I feel that's also a pretty even split, because there is skill, like I mentioned. When do I play what do I play when, versus holding on to things. I'm going to give that a 1.5, actually. Pacing, I agree. For you, Eric, it probably felt a lot slower than it did for us, who took much longer turns. So for pacing, I'll give it a 1. Theme and immersion, I'm going to go with 2. I think part of that immersion is just the environment that we chose to create. But I'm sitting here and I'm like, dude, I'm totally this captain of the airship Pegasus trying to create these keys.
Whole backstory.
But personally, I feel that's how games should be played. I think that adds to the enjoyment, and I don't see why you would choose not to do that. But the idea of solving this puzzle to unlock these items is quite enjoyable. It's something I haven't seen before. And then fun factor, I definitely think it was fun. I'm going to give that a 1.5. So that gives me a total score of 7. It's one of those games where it's easy to teach to a new player, but it's hard to master.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a great game because you can get really good at it, but there's enough luck that a new player might win. But if you play your cards right, there's a fair chance that you'll take the victory in the end.
All right. Thank you, guys.